Most of my returning client sessions begin with dermaplaning. I do dermaplane using oil, so I'm putting a thin coat of grapeseed oil on the client's skin, and then we'll get into our actual dermaplaning. My method is a bit different because I do go in a downward motion while holding the skin taut. This method has given me the best results because it allows me to be able to dermaplane on even the most sensitive clients. My client today hasn't been in for a service for about a year. When I first started seeing her, she had really cystic acne. We've been able to clear it and get her down to maintenance facials. I'm choosing to be very conservative with today's treatment because she will be traveling soon and have a lot of sun exposure. She did want to do a chemical peel, so we're going to modify that and still give her the service that she wants while also doing what's best for the integrity of the skin. I like to start with dermaplaning because it helps to get that top layer of dead skin off so that any product we're going in with afterwards will penetrate deeper into the skin and yield better results. After dermaplaning, we go in with double cleansing. The first cleanse is a lactic acid gel cleanser that's going to help to remove that oil we just applied to the skin and also loosen up any dirt and debris. For this cleanse, the goal is always just to get the client acclimated to your touch. Because this is a regular client, she is already acclimated to my touch, but you want to make sure that your hands are in constant contact with the client's skin. I do use hot towels for all removals, except for my chemical peel removals. Of course, you want to do that with cold water, but everything else is hot towels. I use two different kinds of towels, so what you're seeing right now is the softer towel. When I want to make sure I'm removing the product, but in a more gentle way that preserves the hydration of the skin, I go with the soft towel. When I want to go in and fully remove product, I go in with a rougher microfiber towel that you'll see in just a moment. You also want to make sure as you remove product with your towel, you're using a clean section every time you remove from the skin. For our second cleanse, I'm going in with a foaming enzymatic cleanser. As you can see, I'm focusing only on the face with this one. This is because I want to use those enzymes to get into all the crevices and more congested areas of the client's skin. So we're focusing in the corner of the nose, around the mouth, the chin, and the jawline, and we're using more circular motions. You'll hear a lot of people talk about how cleansing is not really an important step, but I actually think it's the most important step of your facial because this determines how every other product will absorb into the skin. So now with our dermaplaning and double cleanse, we're ready to get started. After I assess the client's skin, I'm gonna go in with a customized mask. Because her skin is pretty strong, we're doing a customized medium strength chemical exfoliant. Usually mask application is like the first point of contact with your brush, and you wanna make it as relaxing and seamless as possible. I do use steam in my services. While I don't use them for the entire service, I find that it's really helpful for keeping the viscosity of the mask treatments that I've applied, and also my clients really enjoy it. It's a moment for them to kind of decompress and enjoy the steam. Because we went a little bit strong with our exfoliation, I want to again preserve the integrity of the skin, so we're going in with a soft microfiber towel and being mindful to use a different section each time we remove product from the face. Next, we're going in for our extractions. I like extractions to be as painless as possible, so first I go in with the ultrasonic scrubber. You'll notice that the scrubber is gliding on the skin. That's because I wet each section of the face before I go over it with the scrubber. That just makes it more comfortable, and then I follow up with manual extractions. After that, we do some LED for about 15 minutes. And we prep the skin for our chemical peel step. Today we're actually doing the MelaPro Plus peel. This one is a Korean brand, KRX, that I get from estsupply.com. This is an oil-based peel, which means your client shouldn't experience any spiciness or hot spots. It's very comfortable and you keep it on the skin for about 10 minutes. I'm using this mask because again, my client will be experiencing some intense sun exposure and I still want to be able to treat her hyperpigmentation with no downtime. After the 10 minutes, I'm going in with some cold water on some 4x4s to remove the peel. You want to make sure you do a nice full removal before heading into your finishing steps. For today's finishing step, I'm keeping it simple with the MD Pen Pure Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is going to deeply hydrate her skin and prep it for sun exposure. Because this is an evening appointment, she doesn't have to worry about any sunscreen, which is amazing because that means we get to apply some nice calming ingredients that she can sleep in while her skin regenerates overnight. This is also when you want to start kind of winding down with the service into some more relaxing and sweeping movements. It's almost like the farewell of your facial, where you want to end things on a great relaxing note. One of my favorite ways to do that is with some nice massage techniques that help to lift and sculpt the face while also calming the client's nervous system. While my client is no longer suffering with cystic acne concerns, I do still follow up with a nice light moisturizer that does not have too much oil because you never know when a flare-up can happen. This is your time to shine and pull out all your best movements and techniques so that your clients will want to rebook and that they have a lasting memory of your touch.
That was so good.
You can subscribe to my Patreon for $10 a month, where I'll be publishing educational content, which includes professional protocols, tutorials, back bar reviews, and more. I do also take requests for video topics that you would like to learn as an aesthetic student or professional via email.